Welcome back to Brooklyn football fans. We're in the middle of a crazy double match week where all clubs are playing 2 matches in less than 6 days. We're gonna look ahead to see if Leicester can bounce back from their shocking loss to Burnley. And we're gonna predict the match of the week, Chelsea at Arsenal. Y'all know who I'm gonna pick. Let's get to the stoop. Welcome back, everybody. We're back on the stoop. It's your boy Lolo. We got Aneesha and Mark. Thank you all to everybody who's been watching, who's been subscribing, who's been liking. We love all your support. We're back in the middle of a crazy double match week. We just had those games end, and we have games probably
tomorrow,
when this is airing.
Kicking off January with every kind of game they can find.
Well, our picks went really, really well, I think.
I mean...
3 ties. I had 3 ties. Don't know
Ties
what that
don't
means.
count when you're
Ties
picking
do
a
not
winner.
count.
All I'm saying is I'm glad we didn't put money on those.
The shocker, which was my pick of my lock pick, which was Leicester beating Burnley.
Ooh. Do you know what? Credit where credit's due. Pope. He
Pope did play a hell of
was
a
a
game.
king in that game.
Absolutely.
He saved it.
Absolutely.
He saved a penalty.
Absolutely.
From Vardy. I had Vardy as my captain. I didn't know missed penalties negative
shocker.
2 points.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Vardy didn't put much on that.
Vardy didn't put
He didn't
anything
put
into the
anything
whole
on it.
game. How do you let
But
Burnley?
their midfield neither. Their midfield was not as solid as it could be. And it reaps back to what I said a few weeks ago. They aren't playing as a team, and that's what's going to stop them staying up top.
See,
Well, I think we
didn't
certainly expected a lot more.
Yeah.
Out of Leicester.
I didn't quite agree with you at the time, but now watching that match, I'm like, I can kind of see. And then when things weren't clicking, they didn't fix anything.
There was no reconfiguration.
Yeah.
They didn't come out in that second half with a renewed emphasis on playing together.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's going to stop them repeating that top win.
Like Sheffield against Arsenal.
Yes.
Arsenal, we were playing all right, we're ahead, and then they come back after the break, and it's a little bit of a change. That's what I didn't see with Leicester. I think Leicester felt they had the game. They had the game. It's gonna happen. We're gonna be fine.
In their heads, they're top tier, Burnley's not, and they thought it was an easy week.
Arsenal does the same thing week in and week out. Their second half, they just don't make any adjustment.
I-
They play the same.
I wanted to tell everybody, 83rd minute, there's gonna be a goal. I guarantee you. And then it was 82nd minute, and I was like, here, there you go, goal. Now, we're not gonna talk about the penalty that should have been.
It's always a penalty that should have been with you.
Look, if Liverpool gets all the VAR decisions for them, there's gotta be a team that gets none of them.
Wolves.
Hey, you had VAR for you this week.
We did get
Don't
2 this
pull
week.
that one.
We did
You
get
got
2
them
this
for
week.
you this
Yeah,
week.
We did
We
get
did.
2 this week.
did.
And honestly, I will say this: the VAR that was for the foul on Johnny shouldn't have been. That should not have been a foul. I don't know what made them decide that VAR was going to call that as a foul, but that was not a foul. I will
You're
give that
gonna
one up
stand
for
by
sure.
that
I
one?
will. No, that was not a foul.
Okay.
You should call them. You should call VAR.
What is
Hey,
their
VAR.
number? Is that 1-800-CALL
Hey,
VAR?
it's
Bringing
Mark
out my
from
2 hours.
expertise.
it's Mark from On the Stoop.
I think you got one wrong. Can we get that back?
Johnny Otto, yeah, who's a character from an 80s kung fu movie. He's the bad guy in a teen kung fu movie, Johnny Otto.
Was he in Karate Kid? Was he in Cobra Kai?
Yeah, clearly he got knocked out. No mercy.
Sweep the leg.
Speaking of no mercy, Newcastle. What up,
You got it.
Newcastle?
You
The
named it.
Magpies made your mama happy.
Oh, she was a happy woman. That end of the game kick in there. They were like, what, 2 minutes from the end, and it was
not
extra
even.
yeah, it was
time?
like extra time.
They were on
was
the
just-
Way in
94th
deep into
minute.
extra time.
deep
Yeah,
in
yeah,
extra
yeah.
time.
It was
That
fantastic.
was great.
Hell of a
Do
But I
we
told
think-
you Chelsea was going to lose. I
You
told
did.
you.
You
I said
did.
they've been bouncing
You
win
did.
one, lose one.
So
That
this
doesn't bode
coming
well.
fixture
Shut
they
up.
win?
Shut up. Shut up.
I mean,
No, they
how
don't.
does it bode for them rolling into that little derby?
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Because
Only-
according to you, they're due.
I don't want to talk about that yet.
Okay.
We'll get there. They're not due. We're going to ignore everything I said in the first part of the show when we get to that part of the show.
Let's talk a little bit more. When you say due, though, let's talk about Crystal Palace.
Willie Zaha,
Not
future
happy-
Arsenal man.
Not happy with the result, but how have they retained a place in that top 10 with just a line of draws? You look back
5
across the
straight weeks.
season, 4 or 5 weeks, every single one. They haven't won the games, but they are steadily delivering.
I think they're well
in
managed.
a line.
I think they're
Do you
very
think?
well managed.
I think the thing is, they're drawing, and teams like Tottenham and Arsenal are dropping points. I mean, not dropping points, losing.
They're
Yeah.
leaving points on the board.
And so that 1 point is enough.
Every week.
But if you can see, like, from, I think, 11th or 12th place up to 5th place is only like a 4-point gap.
It's nothing.
It's ridiculous.
Even
And
if
that's
you
where they
drop down
are.
Even further, between 4th place and like 15th place, it's 10 points. That's it.
Yeah. So it's nothing. That's why a terrible team like Tottenham can stay up there.
That's why Crystal Palace are going to keep climbing, I think.
And Sheffield is going to, Sheffield keeps drawing against these big teams as well. So
Do we think that they can maintain that though?
I think Sheffield can maintain it. Sheffield will end the season. Sheffield will end the season above Crystal Palace. I'm telling you that right now.
It's their strong defence.
Yeah.
Sheffield are strong defensively, and I think that is what is standing them steady as we go throughout the season.
Yeah. The draw with City.
Yes.
There was also a draw for Arsenal, a draw for Tottenham.
So we
And I
draws.
guess Palace is a top team as well, and Sheffield, so they all drew. Who is going to be hurt the most by dropping points in the beginning of this crazy 2-week thing? Who's going to be like, we left those 2 points on the board and now we're 13th place or something?
I'm not going to say City. I'm going to say Spurs.
I'll agree. I'll agree because this was an opportunity for them to take advantage and get 3 points and then follow it up with Norwich.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
which is almost a guaranteed, although
Norwich
now we don't
Norwich
know.
didn't lose this week. Your Pookie
No, they
power
did not.
came through.
Pookie scored.
No, that was the diving red card handball of God.
Yeah, I think it's going to hurt Spurs.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I think
they're leaving
City
2
still
points on
have
the table.
some status. So although it
Yeah.
wasn't the best week for them, there's
And Leicester
recovery
lost,
room.
so like the
Exactly.
only one who can
they
really
didn't
catch
drop
them.
so much.
Yeah.
For Arsenal under Unai Emery, we were lucky to get a draw.
Yes.
Under Arteta, we're kind of hard done by getting a draw. Like
You
we had
expect
the
more, You
win.
expect more.
We had the win in our hands, and we dropped it. Under Emery, it was like, we got a draw. Good job. Okay, he saved his job.
And do you think that's because the team are now expecting more from Arteta, or because Arteta's actually improved the team?
I think the Basque Dracula got in there, sucked some blood, and spit it out in their faces, and he's like, "You want more?" Like
Yeah,
he's.
just like that.
Yeah, I
Just
don't know
like that.
if that makes any sense, but I'd start running. Ozil started running. Ozil was like, "I'm from Germany. I know Dracula. He's very bad." I don't think he talks that way.
Run.
I don't know if I've ever heard Ozil talk.
We'll
Pretty
have
awesome
to find
if
a
he did
recording
behind
to
things.
see how strong the German accent is.
Such a tight middle of the table.
There's really no room for error, is there? Because 1 point either way will have a change in a drop or a rise for a team right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what do you guys see happening going on?
I have some good feelings about this. I shouldn't be saying this, I really shouldn't, but I have some good feelings about Sheffield for their upcoming game.
Yep.
You know who they're playing?
Yes. Yes, I know. City,
yeah.
City are killing me right now.
She just said she feels good about Sheffield United. I mean, I do too. I see it as a draw.
Yes.
I see
I'm
it as a
exactly
draw.
the same.
Or like 7-0 City. It's one or the other. It's not gonna be like a 2-1. I don't see that. They may get a goal.
I think it's aiming for a draw right there, because I feel like Sheffield they got a taste of the good stuff.
I'm kind of thinking that that Wolves have a tough one. You know, they did win this week, but the next couple of 3 games,
Tough one is putting it lightly.
next 3 games, Liverpool, United, City. I believe that's the next 3.
Yeah.
I don't
I
think
mean-
they hold on to 6, and I definitely don't think they move into top 5.
That's a northwest triple whammy right there. You may as well just not bother leaving.
I think we get a point against Liverpool. I think we tie Liverpool. We played Liverpool very, very well last time.
I think Traore takes a shot at Alexander Arnold on the edge there.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Trioria, Jimenez,
God.
Jimenez.
He's a Wolves fan, and he just said Triari and Jimenez. Jiminy Cricket, like
Jiminy Cricket and Pinocchio are gonna like key up and keep that combination
Pinocchio,
going.
your code for the Tottenham guy that came on and saved them at the end. I'm a real boy. That where you're going with that?
no, I think he's talking about the old Tottenham coach Pinocchio.
Oh dear.
Pinocchio.
Oh dear.
That's usually what he says. The Tottenham
And
coach.
I was so proud
Pinocchio.
of how much he'd come on in these few weeks.
Who?
Mark.
This guy.
Oh, Mark. Yeah,
Not
yeah.
Tottenham.
No,
They
I
have
was
no
like,
hope.
like, wait.
I've got
Not
no
Tottenham.
hope.
Which team?
I had to think about it there for a
person on
second.
there? Oh my God! The only thing making this season bearable is that Tottenham's crap too. And we both still have a chance to end in the top 4 somehow. It's so weird. It's so dumb.
How do you think this season's rating up so far against the last few seasons? Do you think the quality of the game is?
I do. I think there's a lot of competition. I think City dropping more games makes it more open.
Yeah.
Liverpool's just, running away with things, but I think the rest of the league is so tight. And I feel that every team that goes up against Liverpool feels like
They want
Like
to
they're the
do
one to
that.
do it.
Yes, they want to. You can see the drive in every
Yeah.
single one of them to knock these guys down.
and you feel Liverpool going, we need to be hyper focused on what this team
I
does.
think the
I think
very
the-
specific northern term that you would use to describe Liverpool's attitude is, nah, mate, nah,
Nah, mate.
nah, mate.
I think there's much more parity in the table this season than
Yeah.
in past seasons. I was looking to see what the table did last year at this time, and 4th place was like in the point wise was in the 40s,
Okay.
and this season it's in the mid 30s.
Already.
Yeah. So what we're seeing is we're having teams farther down the table that have more points, and the team that shall not be named has all the points.
We're not trying to talk about Liverpool this whole episode like we have been other episodes, but hey, they played really well and they beat Man United mentally, I think. Man
Yes,
United
I think
looked,
so too.
they were down 1-0 and I was at the bar talking to some Man United fans and I was going, your guys look like they're 4-0 down.
It was as that penalty option came through and you could just see it truly. You just
Oh, the
broke
fans
them.
even acted like they were
It
4-0.
broke
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
The
almost
the
playing-
gambler in me was willing them on.
Yeah.
The City supporter in me was going, go on, Liverpool,
Yeah.
go on.
Go on, go on. Keep beating them.
Yeah, it's
Keep
almost
beating
it's
'em.
almost as if they were playing in awe of
Yeah, they
Liverpool.
were. They really were.
It's just like,
They
oh
really
God,
were.
we're playing Liverpool. We have to do this,
Yeah.
rather than letting things kind of come and develop as the game goes on.
Yeah, and you saw every missed pass was,
And it's interesting because they have their own rivalry right there. As much as people will say you've got your City United derbies and rivalry, there's still that depth between United and Liverpool actually. A lot
That-
more sometimes.
that was 125 years since their first official match. They played one the year before, but it didn't really count.
It's in terms of the supporters because there's a lot of overlap between where South Manchester, where you get a lot of United supporters, and Liverpool, where it overlaps into close areas.
yeah.
And,
And-
so you'll find the rivalry of the locale.
Yeah, the cities
strong
themselves
there. Yes.
are rivals.
Exactly.
Yeah. Back when they were
Exactly.
Newton Heath.
Oh.
Someone's been on Wikipedia.
Had to learn about these two teams. All right, Chelsea Arsenal. The game's probably already happened if you're watching this, but here are our predictions. I'm predicting my boys, Arsenal. They're going to take Chelsea out. I think Chelsea's slipping and Arsenal's on the come up. Ozil's running. I'm going with Arsenal. What do you guys think?
I'm in unison. I'm going with Arsenal as
I'm
well,
gonna
only
third
because I
place
want to
that.
see Chelsea slow down.
Mine's
They're
not
up
even
by
a Chelsea
6.
slow down. Mine's a Chelsea.
Well, that's because
have a
you're in
great-
second place.
Mine's a Chelsea youth at Fab. Chelsea's goalkeeper, not a huge fan. I think Arsenal can take him this week.
Kepa Arrizabalaga.
Said so beautifully.
I had that for lunch the other day.
Today specials, we have Arrizabalagas. Very good. Yeah, he's kind of a pain in the ass. Ever since I saw him refusing to come off the pitch when Sarri was trying to pull him off the pitch a year ago or 2 years ago.
I'm not a big fan. I think he has
Yeah.
a lot of attitude.
He does. And he's not.
And he's
that
not even that
great.
good.
Like
if he was one of the big goalkeepers continuously blocking those things and bringing it home
Yeah.
for the team, you kind of get it, but he's not. So
Yeah.
for that simple reason, I'm with Arsenal this week.
for the hatred of Kepa, she's going with her. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I mean, usually it's for the hatred of Arsenal. I'm gonna choose anybody else, but no, I'll take it. And Mark's going with Arsenal. Arsenal. That means Chelsea's gonna win. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share it. And if you got anything you want us to talk about, go ahead and send it, or go see Mark at the wine shop, I guess.